Hello, and welcome to Mr. Eel Speaks, Episode 1, How I First Heard About GamerGate. I am no gamer. I've played video games on easy, in single-player mode, but I am not even a casual gamer, so GamerGate almost passed me by. I had picked up a few details, of course, something about a game called Depression Quest that wasn't really a game, a girl called Zoe, and a bunch of journalists, but it didn't really interest me. Just another stupid story about stupid people doing stupid things. Until one evening, I was listening to the BBC World Service, doing the drying up, when they broadcast a segment on GamerGate. I thought, well, this should be interesting. They're going to tell me what it's all about. Surely the BBC can offer both sides of a story about something as apolitical as a video game. But Auntie Beeb never fails to disappoint. Apparently, according to the BBC's report, GamerGate is the story of a group of misogynistic male gamers launching a harassment campaign against women in the games industry, particularly female game developers. They even managed to frighten some girl called Anita, who isn't a liar and doesn't suck, into fleeing her own home. Just one small problem. I happen to know gamers aren't like that, because although I may not be a gamer, most of my friends at school and subsequently university were. The BBC, wielding its famous impartiality like a club, failed to mention why these male gamers would go to all this bother and spend all this time when they could be gaming instead. I guess that's just what misogynistic man monsters do. The BBC's version of events was so obviously one-sided that I didn't believe a word of it. So I looked up GamerGate online. I found a video of a tubby-looking gentleman with a neckbeard who laid out the whole sorry GamerGate saga in a reasonable and measured tone, until the end when he got understandably upset. How did the BBC manage to be less convincing than a fat guy on YouTube? Perhaps you can't sell dung, no matter the production values, and expect to smell of roses. Of course, the BBC story wasn't aimed at me. It was intended for people who know nothing about it rather than just very little. Whether it's a case of lazy journalism or deliberate, politically motivated attempt to mislead, every time the BBC throws its much-vaunted impartiality out the window, they appear as though they don't respect the other position and can't fathom why any reasonable person would. I think it is worth pointing out that all of the mainstream media and most of the alternative are just as lazy and biased as the BBC. But it is the license fee and the resulting need to make a show of impartiality that makes them a magnet for determined criticism. When the BBC fails to report on issues like GamerGate properly, in the short term, they unintentionally red pill another group of people and create more unwilling license fee payers. So the question is, in the long term, when almost all of us are unwilling, what will happen? I'm guessing nothing good. If you liked this video, then please check out my book, Dark System. There are links in the description. And please like, share, comment and subscribe. I hope to speak to you all again soon.